And action. All right. So I feel like what episode is this?
10?
I think it might be 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, fellow audience members. All right. Welcome to episode I think 10 or 11 of All Gas No Breaks.
10, 11.
10, 11. All right. The best podcast on YouTube that no one's ever heard of. All right,
That's a new category.
Yeah,
the YouTube Awards.
The best podcast no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Right, bro, we're the best podcast no one's ever heard of that we would get snubbed. No cap.
Thanks.
All right.
That's a subcategory.
All right, we have actual topics this time, okay? So, Jimmer, what are you reading?
That was a smooth transition.
Of course.
So, what am I reading? Again, a book.
Wow.
So, damn, we haven't podcasted in a while.
Yeah.
I finished the whole book since the last time we podcast.
I'm still reading the same one.
So, I read this book called Hood Feminism. It's basically about how white feminism,
Mm-hmm.
the white feminist movement here in the United States excludes black and Latino or women of color in their movement, because, every culture goes through different adversities, and it should all be included into one movement. I think regardless of, femininity too, so it was a good book. It was a pretty quick read. It was only like 300 pages, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was a good book because it's like a lot of things that I've learned in class, but it's like a good reminder, like a good reminder book to be like more inclusive, and just to learn about, different cultures and different topics and different perspectives, which is like kind of, like I said the last time, my goal was reading books. And then right now I'm like about 100 pages into this other book called, I don't know the whole name, but it's about Chicago. It's like about policy and urban planning in Chicago. It's called Pig in a Skyscraper. And it kind of just talks about the history of Chicago and then how that has to do with capitalism, how Chicago is like an exemplary city of capitalism and like just American history overall. I'm not too far into it, so I don't exactly know the overall message of it, but yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, out of the 4 books you read this year so far, which one's your favorite?
I would have to say the Will Smith book, the Will Smith autobiography. That one, well, he's my favorite actor. But besides that, I feel like it was super relatable in a lot of aspects, as a fellow comedian. But but no, yeah, that one was probably had to be my favorite. But I feel like the one that I'm reading right now is pretty good, just because I'm like learning about a lot of things that I didn't know about in Chicago. Like Chicago has its own stock market, bro. Like New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not as big.
It's not as big, and it's not about like Fortune 500 companies. It's like about or S&P 500. It's like about like farming shit.
That I didn't know.
Yeah. It's called CME Group. It's a building downtown, and they trade stocks. And then it also goes into this other thing called futures. Basically, it's kind of like I was talking about this the other day. I forgot what I compared it to. But a future, basically, you're investing in the future of something doing good, but that's like farming related. It's really weird. It's crazy, bro.
It's an actual it's like not just farming related. Like you can do that in like other things.
Yeah, right.
I learned it in my finance and investing class, but I don't remember what it is.
Bro, like you can a future is basically like. It's kind of like sports betting. Like you're betting on the guy doing good. You know what I mean? Like you're betting on the stock to do good, basically. It's so, dude, that shit is so like fucking confusing that you can put a future on a future itself.
It's a meta future.
Yeah, meta future. But I don't know if our audience wants to read more into that, go ahead, because I don't completely understand it. So yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm still reading the same book I was last time. But don't think I'm not reading it. Because the last time we podcasted, granted, it was about a month ago. I was on like episode 220.
Damn, it was about a month.
Yeah, I'm on episode 360, so I've been reading
page.
Episode. If you think about it, every page is an episode, Jim.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And each chapter is a season.
Mm.
All right. So kind of
That's a lot of seasons.
Tell me about it. There's a lot of episodes, bro. I'm only this much read into it, and I still got this much left. But okay, so kind of what you were talking about earlier. I'm sorry, you couldn't hear me. Talking about us, you were talking about earlier about how like your book was a good reminder of like things you already knew.
Yeah.
I feel like this book so far has also been a good reminder of like things I already knew.
Yeah.
Of just kind of like, just be nice to people. It's like now that he's kind of gone past the extremist Elijah Muhammad teachings of like the religion of Islam and more into like the actual more orthodox like teachings of like Islam. He's kind of more so talking about just like, okay, yeah, America has their racist white people. Yeah. But he actually goes to the other white people of like other countries and how good, kind-hearted people they are because they let the religion of religion of Islam into their hearts. Of like, just be good to people. Yeah. Like regardless of like race or whatever.
Inclusive.
Being
inclusive.
Which is a good book. And then
understanding.
So I'm thinking, okay, I know. I broke my phone. This is my mom's old phone. I don't got a new case. Shut up.
No one notices. I know this. Bro, we're in 2022, bro. It's
true.
It's fine.
But I wrote some interesting things about the fucking book. I don't remember what page it is. It's on like 200 and something, I want to say. Or like somewhere between pages like 100 and like 200, around there. All right. He talks about when it was when he was still in prison. Okay. He was reading about some king of England or something like that, and how is Shakespeare real? Oh. Because he talks about in the book, and I've heard like people debate like the existence of like Shakespeare, whether or not it was like actual multiple people writing the stories, or if we're all really just one guy. Right. I don't know the fucking answer. I'm just asking the question. Yeah. And he talks about how, I forget which king it was, but he retranslate the Bible into English. That king got like, I don't remember exactly if it was England. It was a king. Country is not important. All right. And he got like the top like writers and like poets and like whatever bullshit to translate the Bible for him. Okay. But it was around the time when Shakespeare was alive and writing. So he's kind of talking about how like, well, why wouldn't he get the greatest poem of that time then, or poet of that time then? Why didn't he get Shakespeare? And his theory was that king was actually Shakespeare. Yeah. Damn. And that was just his pseudonym.
Damn.
Yeah. I thought that was really interesting.
That's crazy.
And then another thing that I like that he talked about is on page. I wrote the page down on this one, thankfully, on page 265. It talks about how the religion of Islam, even the extremist one, how it treats addicts and how it helps them beat their addiction. And basically it just talks about how it comes from a place of like love and understanding, where like one person who beat their addiction, they find another person who's addicted to the same drug or something else, and then they bring them in, and then like that person like meets a bunch of other former addicts, and like they get met with like love and like genuine kindness and like a sense of welcoming. Right. And like they talk about like, oh, like, you know, how are you, my brother, or how are you, my sister, and like they actually feel that. Right. And like instead of getting shamed and everything, like for like being an addict, they get like met with understanding, like, hey, like you can beat this addiction, like this addiction doesn't control you. And I thought that was really nice, and I like how like
That's very like well, I'm sorry, but like that's very like similar to like AA meetings now. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of the same system. You know, it's all former drug users helping current drug users get over their habit. You know, over their drug addiction or alcohol addiction.
You're right.
Or whatever addiction.
Whatever addiction. Yeah. But there's I wish I could find it. But apparently, like other like organizations at the time trying to help people with addictions would come to like the Nation of Islam, like in America, to like ask for advice. And like Malcolm X is just like, why isn't the government just like funding? Like we're obviously doing something right here, and he has a point. Yeah. And then I'm trying to think of if you remember how he would go to colleges I think we talked about this. He would go to colleges and it would be him versus like 6 to 8 other speakers.
Oh yeah.
And I thought that was kind of badass because like each of those speakers were like an expert in a specific field, like religion or like politics or whatever. And like he would just have debates with them, and I thought that was really interesting and would have been a cool thing to go see.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like Malcolm X had like that natural talent of just like speaking, speaking and just like debating and arguing, like having constructive arguments. You know what I mean? Because this man just like knew so much. You know, like he could argue anything, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and although I'm not done with this book yet, so I don't know what happens in like this little section right here.
Yeah.
But from what I've read so far, the school system in America be doing Malcolm X bogus, because from what they told us, and correct me if I'm wrong here, is I think we talked about this in the last podcast too. I'm pretty sure. Where it's just like Malcolm X is like Martin Luther King, just violent.
Yeah.
Which is what they would say.
Right.
And I'm just like, that's not at all what he was about.
Yeah.
Really. Like, you could say he didn't like white people, which would be fair, but like he never was physically violent towards them.
Right.
And he just basically just like don't let yourself get bitched around.
Yeah.
Which I mean is a fair thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think anybody would.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
point, you know?
Yeah. That's what I'm just like, so I don't know. I just thought that was interesting and a very good read.
Yeah.
If you want something to read.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job.
So, all right, now I got a next topic unless there's something you want to bring up right now.
No.
All right. So, I'm not a car guy, but there are only 2 cars in this world that I would want. My old 1998 Camry
DeLorean.
or a fucking DeLorean. Because Back to the Future 2 is my favorite movie for 2 reasons, and 2 stupid reasons. One, I think the shoes are cool as fuck. They tie themselves. Now, I know now like shoes that tie themselves are kind of become, not a thing, but are coming into existence.
Yeah.
But back when I was like 8 years old, that was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
You think it's actually going to be a thing, though, of the future? Like, you think it's actually going to stick around, or was it just like a little trend? You know?
I think it'll become more of a thing, but I don't never think it'll be the norm.
Yeah. I don't think so either, because it, like, you know, it kind of, after they released those self-tying shoes, like Nike did the basketball shoe, then like running shoe.
It's too expensive.
Too expensive.
That's the problem.
You know?
That's why I'm like, maybe in the future, once the technology is like cheaper to make, then I think it'll become a thing.
Right.
I just don't think it'll ever become a norm. I don't think like you'll see I think you'll see self-tying shoes around, but I don't think you'll see everybody with the self-tying shoes.
Right.
Alright. So those are the 2 reasons why I think Back to the Future 2 is a cool ass movie. Alright, and the fucking DeLorean. The car is cool as fuck. Alright. Now, sometimes I was supposed to be doing my homework when I was researching this, okay?
Okay.
Maybe I was procrastinating, maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was hyper focusing, I don't know. But I did some research. Because I was curious, I was like, why the fuck did he pick the DeLorean as the car for Back to the Future? Basically, the director was kind of just like, it was a cool futuristic looking car. He almost did, I think it was a Ford Mustang, but they decided like, nah, to do a DeLorean. He actually almost did a refrigerator as a time machine. But the reason that they kind of went away from that is because back in the day, the refrigerators like would lock from the inside, so they didn't want kids like going inside, locking themselves in a refrigerator and potentially dying. So he went with the DeLorean. Now the DeLorean is coming back as an electric car. I think
that's crazy.
I think I may be misremembering. I think the price range was looking at like $60K.
That's not that bad. That's actually kind of low. I mean, it's still a lot, but it's kind of low considering, you know, the history behind it, you know?
Yeah. Now, I don't know how good of a car it'll be. Now, I'm not a car guy, but what I do know from like the actual DeLorean back in like the late 70s, early 80s, was it was not a good car.
Yeah, right.
All right. Now, because of this, the guy who ran or started up the DeLorean company used to work for like other car companies, and he like branched off, started his own. And he was kind of, from the research that I did, he was kind of not exactly like the Elon Musk of his time, but like he wanted to build like the futuristic car and all that cool shit. And like if you look at the DeLorean, it is a futuristic looking car, even like now.
It is.
And like you even see like how the like Tesla has it like truck thing, like kind of looks like a DeLorean. But anyway, I know if I bring it, you know what I'm talking about. Now, the problem is the cars sucked and they weren't selling, and we had to keep raising the prices because they weren't selling. So the FBI went up to the guy, and they're just like, "Hey, do this like cocaine deal. Well, he doesn't know it's the FBI. He's getting set up.
Okay.
So he gets busted for drug trafficking, trying to save his own company. There's an entire documentary on Netflix about it. Yes. There's an entire documentary on Netflix about it. I haven't watched it, but he got off based on entrapment. Because the government can't entrap, like, make you do a crime.
Yeah, right,
and he set him up because they knew he was trying to save his company. And I think it was cocaine.
See? The government started the war on drugs, bro. No cap.
Government started the war on drugs and it's losing.
Yep. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, that's facts.
And I just thought that was fucking crazy. That this man, like, started up this company, used this company for drug trafficking, and got caught and then got let off. But the problem was he kind of got blacklisted from, like, car companies after that.
Yeah. Damn.
But I thought that was kind of crazy.
There's a Netflix
There's a 3-part Netflix documentary. I don't remember what it's called, but I want to watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe that's what we should watch tonight, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, I would want to watch that.
Yeah.
But anyways, what else? Is that it
about the DeLorean? That's all I got.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, fuck electric cars, bro. They don't actually save the earth. It's literally the fucking battery uses electricity, bro, which fucks up the earth. I just don't like, I know this is like a whole different thing, but I just don't like how electric car companies now or companies are like promoting electric cars and like eco-friendly, but it, like literally the fucking battery almost uses the same amount of electricity and like energy as like a fucking gas car. You know what I mean? Because besides that, bro, you gotta charge that shit in an outlet and use energy and electricity. You know, it's still like, you know.
I kind of get what you're saying, but I also think it's kind of funny. So like, if you buy a new car, like a new electric car, like the whole like energy and all those shit that goes into making that car is actually worse for the environment.
Exactly, bro. And then, okay, once this battery runs out, what do? You have to fucking throw away the battery, bro. It's like,
we are not experts.
We're not experts.
Wait, this is a comedic podcast. Everything said here is to be taken as a joke. It's not us based off all liabilities, bro.
Dude, like, I don't know the exact science behind it.
Me neither. I don't know any science.
But I think it's kind of bullshit how like electric cars have been promoted as saving the earth and shit like that and being more eco-friendly when in reality they're not. You know what I mean? They're maybe a little bit less, but almost the same. You know what I mean? Like what do they call it? Like the footprint, the
eco footprint.
Yeah, eco footprint. Like, you know, I think that's bullshit. But yeah.
All right.
But anyways, yeah, that was my
little rant.
Yeah, that was my little rant.
All right. So speaking of little rants, is on Instagram I saw this very, very funny story.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was funny. Basically, it's about this guy. I don't remember it. I'm gonna look up the guy's name so I can give him credit at least.
Okay.
But basically, this guy, he's in a frog suit, painted fucking green. He gets like a call.
Isn't it like a podcast or something like that?
It's Lyle Forever. So on Instagram, it's Lyle, then the number 4, and then ever. Shout out to this guy.
Yeah.
All right. And so basically, in the story, some guy calls in, and he's just like, "I'm kind of committing marriage fraud," and then the guy's just like, "How are you committing marriage fraud?" So he's like, "So at my company that I work at, you get paid a lot more if you're married. So I married a buddy of mine, but the thing is, I'm not gay." But I buy him things from time to time, so it's kind of like a little even like exchange. So our philosophical question is it gay to marry the homie?
Also, it's tax season too.
Now, the reason we're bringing this up, we almost did the same thing.
It's a very relatable story.
Okay, so I would say we were like what, max 19?
Nah, we were 18, bro. We were 18.
Okay, so we were 18 years old. It was
very young, dumb, and in love.
Okay, so, and he's telling me about his taxes. And he's like, "Bro, I'm so fucking pissed. If I was married, I'll get $3,000 more." Now we're 18 and broke. So I look at this man dead ass and I'm like, "Bro, if you all right, we're in the mall food court, bro." Like,
I like how you remember this, bro.
I'm about to propose to him by the Cinnabon. And I tell him, look this man dead in his eyes, I'm like, "Bro, if you give me $1,000 and you pay for all the court fees and all that other bullshit, I'll marry you. So you can get more money."
How much are they? The fact that I agreed to that is kind of stupid. I would have ended up with like $1,500 probably.
You would have ended up with less.
Yeah.
Than me. That's
Fuck.
See,
Because how much are court fees?
I don't know, but they're probably expensive.
Yeah.
I have no idea. All right, I haven't been married. All right, so we both agreed to get married for tax purposes. He calls his mom.
Oh my god. Bro.
Tells him, it's like, hey, I'm gonna get married so I can get more money on my taxes. And his mom, very concerned, tells him that's not how that works. Now, she may have been serious, but she also may have just not wanted us to have gotten married.
Nah, I think she was serious.
I think both.
Because we were 18, bro. We don't know shit about taxes, bro.
The thing is we would have gotten married. I'm so that we probably would have done it.
Yeah. I was really that desperate for a couple $1,000. Bro.
I was that desperate, bro. I would have sold myself for $1,000, bro.
Damn.
I still might do it. It depends who I gotta marry.
Oh, fuck, man. So, yeah.
That's our story.
Yeah.
Alright.
Funny story.
Now I have, unless there's a topic you want to bring up, I got another funny story.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is another story about my past. He's not involved in this one. I was probably in high school, somewhere between like my freshman and junior year, probably freshman and sophomore year, but I don't remember exactly when, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I go to the fridge back in the old apartment where me and my family used to live in, and like I quickly open the fridge and I just close it back up, right? Because you know how, okay, I know you have a younger brother, so you're gonna relate to this. You know, like little kids, you have the letters on the magnet of the fridge.
Yeah.
So I like close back the fridge door, and I see spelled out in magnet letters, "Fuck you, Lalo." And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I just told my mom, like, Mom, Leo wrote "fuck you" on the fridge. And she's just like, oh, okay. And I was like, you're not gonna get him in trouble? It's like, he tells me "fuck you" and he's not gonna get in trouble? And so, we don't remember why he was mad at me though. I did something that caused like a 5-year-old kid to write "fuck you, Lalo."
Was it with a U or was it with?
It was all spelled out. I have a picture of it somewhere.
Yeah, he meant that shit.
He
though,
really,
bro.
what did I do? He's like, at like 5 years old, he's just like, "fuck you, Lalo."
That's like some creepy shit, you know, like when like a serial killer sends like a message, you know,
in like the cutout magazine.
Yeah. Like your brother was after you, bro.
He really was, but the thing is, I don't know what I did.
Dude, it was so funny because
Yeah.
my brother, my brother's like young too.
Yeah.
He's like 7. I mean, he's a little younger than yours, but
But
still.
mine's 11 now. He's
Yeah,
7.
yeah, it's still around the same age. range.
Continue.
But he was like around 3, and so he was just starting to talk.
Yeah.
And like my dad, he swears a lot.
Yeah.
You know, sailor's mouth,
Yeah.
Navy sailman.
Yeah, he's a seaman.
Seaman. But yeah. So he would swear a lot, and my brother was just starting to talk. Bro, he was saying fuck all the time and shit. He was saying fucking shit all the fucking time, bro. This was when I just started talking to Isaiah, like
Okay.
as friends.
Yeah.
And we were in the car, like on our way to somewhere, and he was like, "Fuck you!" And like he couldn't say Isaiah yet, so he was like, "Isaiah," or some shit like that.
Some little kid version.
Yeah, bro. That shit was so funny, bro. Little kids are so funny, dude.
That is
My
true.
God, man. Yeah.
Okay. Right there. Damn, I was gonna transition into something, but I forgot. What was it? Still swearing. Something about swearing. Something. Damn, what was it?
I don't know.
Okay, what were we just talking about?
Little kids, dude, like.
Little kids.
Well, you were talking about your "fuck you, Lalo" story.
Fuck you, Lalo story. Damn,
Yeah.
I had a good little transition topic
Yeah.
too. Damn, you think it's something to talk about? Well, I think.
I have a good topic.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? It's related to swearing.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of off the top of my head,
But I
but
remember now my thing with you.
no, okay, you
No,
go.
because I want to talk about the swearing thing.
Like, how do you feel about swearing as like a form of expression, you know, or like political correctness? You know?
I'm so glad you've asked me this
Yeah.
because I've actually thought about this.
Yeah.
And here's my stance on swearing. as long as you're not telling somebody "fuck you,"
Yeah.
or like you're not swearing directly at somebody,
Right.
I don't see the problem in swearing.
Yeah.
Like if I stub my toe, I should be able to go like, "Oh fuck, that hurt."
Yeah.
And like no one should really bat an eye.
Yeah.
I will say though, when I hear a little kid swear, it just sounds off. It doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
I will
Right.
say that though.
Right.
But I feel like it shouldn't.
Do you feel like there's like a certain age where you could start swearing?
I started swearing in the 2nd grade, so I'm not the person. I'm not the person.
But like, okay, regardless of your experience,
Yeah.
with that, like, do you think there's a certain age where, like, high school is when we should start swearing, or like middle school? I say like 16, around 16 or 17, because at that point it's unavoidable. You know what I mean? There's already a lot of
It's
people
unavoidable. It's honestly unavoidable in middle school.
Yeah.
It's unavoidable
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but the thing about middle school is that in middle school, no kid understands what it means. You know what I mean?
I
So
understood what fuck meant, or like shit. There's like no deeper meaning behind like shit.
yeah,
Shit.
but like our context clues weren't as strong. You know, our use of it wasn't as strong.
But that's my point. It's kind of just not even my point, but it's just like if a kid's just like, ah shit, I forgot my homework. Why
Yeah.
should that be a big deal? He just forgot his homework, and that's
Yeah.
that's an ah shit moment.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't be. Like, tell me now, you forget.
Yeah.
That you tell me you've never forgotten your homework. You're just like, ah shit.
Yeah.
Tell me that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a natural like reaction to forgetting your homework.
Yeah.
All right. But the kid shouldn't be like, fuck you, Mr. like Johnson.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But just all right. But when like a little kid gets some cafeteria food, he's like, oh man, this pizza's fucking gross. He should be
Yeah.
able to say that, but he shouldn't be able to go up to the cafeteria later and be like, fuck you, this is a shitty ass pizza.
Yeah. But do you think maybe there's a reason why little kids aren't allowed to swear, because they don't have the ability to know not to do that? You understand what I'm saying?
I get what
they
you're
may
saying.
take it too far.
I
you
get
know?
what you're saying, but that's not the reason. Because the reason is that swear words just in general are just bad.
Right.
Because society says so.
Dude, also that kind of goes into like fucking like like, you know, when you're typing emails and shit like that to your teachers.
Yeah.
I don't understand the point. The point of professionalism is such a societal constructive thing that I think is so pointless.
Yeah.
Because it's such a masking thing, bro. Like, fucking CEOs act like us. You know what I mean? Like, why do we have to act completely different?
I think professionalism is stupid in general. Keep going, I'm sorry.
You know, like professionalism in general is so stupid in my opinion. I mean, sometimes it is important but there's a difference between people confuse the idea of being articulate and professional. There's a difference to that. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. Like, you should be professional around like your grandma.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
that's more of a respect thing. That's not professionalism.
that's more respect.
Like, you know?
But the thing is, I feel like you should be able to tell your grandma, like, I'm so fucking happy to see you.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that probably
Yeah.
wouldn't slide.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing
that's
is,
a little different, you know.
But it should. Because you're really happy to see her.
True.
And the only
True.
way to express that is the word That sounds like,
Oh, maybe not with grandmas. Right? The cutoff is grandmas. The cutoff is grandmas.
I like how I knew, but I just still went with it.
Like, dude, I think in our society, those three things, you touched on a good subject about professionalism, like respect, being articulate, and professionalism are too intertwined when they're three different things, bro. Because you could say fuck shit, whatever swear word, and be articulate. And articulate.
Be respectful.
Yeah. So, you
Fuck
know,
society.
for real, man, for real.
Because-
You know, that shit pisses me off.
Honestly,
dude.
I've always felt that way about swearing. Because I
Yeah.
swear a lot.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I just feel like it's just a form of expression. You know what I mean? It's not meant in any violent way or anything like that.
No.
You know?
Again, unless you're swearing directly at somebody.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, okay, like,
Right.
okay, I see the problem with that.
Right. Also, I feel like sometimes, like, it could help your argument. Because
it's
the
such
energy,
it's a strong
the
word.
energy, yeah, the energy.
It's a strong
behind
word.
it,
I don't
you
know if you heard it over the bang. Whoops.
You know, the energy behind it brings out an argument. You know, so I don't know. I don't know.
Good
That's
topic.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. You know.
But,
What were you gonna say though? What was your topic?
So I was just gonna talk about my story about what happened on Monday at the train station.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right. So I'm on.
Wait, what does that have to do with swearing?
Well, the thing is it didn't. But the thing is I thought about that earlier, forgot about
Oh,
it. then we
okay,
got to
okay.
it. So this is just a new topic.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So on Monday, I'm on the bus, right?
Yeah.
And this is off topic to my topic, but I don't really listen to Mac Miller. Neither does he.
No.
Don't judge us. All right. White. Okay.
Oh.
White girls, no, girls in general. Okay, off topic. I tweeted this. All right, I wrote girls instead of bitches because these bitches be bitches. You know, not playing.
No. We're just playing.
Remember, this is a comedic podcast. All right. I wrote girls love 3 things and 3 things only: themselves, Mac Miller, and Bad Bunny. And sometimes there's only 2 out of the 3, and the one that gets left out is themselves. Hey, that's on them.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a dark joke. I'm sorry.
yeah, that's pretty dark.
Yeah, I know. All right. So while I was on the train, for whatever reason, self-care was stuck in my head, and I don't know why. But I listened to that swimming albums, and high key, I really love like half of that album. The other half is good and like solid and listenable, but like the 3 that,
Listenable, I like that.
yeah, but like the ones that I like really like would definitely be Come Back to Earth, What's the Use, Perfecto, Self-Care, how many, that's 4, 5, the Small World, that's 6, So It Goes at 7. So 7 out of the 13 songs, so a little over half.
Damn.
Like I really like those
Yeah.
7 songs.
Yeah.
The rest of the album, I only started like listening to it on Monday, so I still gotta sit with it a little more. But like those 7 songs, chef kiss.
Yeah. So.
All right, so then I was on my way to the train station,
Yeah.
and I get there, and it's just surrounded by police officers.
Yeah.
And I get to the fucking door. See, you understand what I mean by fucking. All right. And the police officer is just like, nah, we closed. And I was like, hey. He's like, yeah, like no more trains for the rest of the day. So I commute to school by the train. So I was stuck in the city with no car. So then I called my cousin, and that was really nice because I haven't seen my cousin in forever.
Yeah.
And speaking of albums, want to talk about the Earth Gang album?
Yeah, but keep on going with your story. Keep on going with your story. Yeah.
Well, even the way the police officer was addressing me and how close I was able to get to, I was able to get basically right to the fucking door. Either also conspiracy theory shit, you know, fucking tinfoil hat. Need a big ass tinfoil for my big ass head.
No, you're big average. You're above average ass head, bro.
Alright. Either there wasn't really a bomb threat, because there was supposedly a bomb threat, because there was a suspicious package.
Yeah.
Or whoever called in that quote unquote bomb threat is a pussy.
Pussy, why?
Because I just would have gone to the package and seen if it was a bomb or not.
Oh, this shit.
Honestly, bro.
Why would you do that, bro?
Because I'm just like.
Because what if it is? What if it is, bro?
But who the fuck bombs the OTC?
It's a pretty big mode of transportation. And think about it. It would not only shut down OTC, but it would shut down all streets around it, bro.
I know.
And it's a downtown street, and any little street that's closed impacts traffic for days. You understand what I'm saying?
I would have looked.
See, you're fucking crazy, bro. Cause what if that shit, you would have blown to shreds.
But
bro.
it wasn't a bomb.
But what if it was?
But it wasn't.
What if it was? You can't take that shit lightly, bro. Cause because there's 2 things. Bro.
Okay, but here's the thing: is I don't know what the package looked like. If it was just a backpack, I just would have been like, "What the fuck is here?"
Yeah.
But the thing is, that depends. I guess that's a good question.
No, because think about it, dude. Think about it. There's 2 reasons why you would get a bomb threat call. Either this person is actually really crazy and actually put a bomb in there, or this person is so fucked up to make that type of joke to make you question if there is a bomb in there.
But the thing is it wasn't like they called in like, "Hey, I got a bomb."
Yeah.
It was just that they saw suspicious. What really happened, as I'm guessing, is someone just like left their bag behind. That's all. That's what I mean. Yeah. I don't mean someone called in like, "Hey, we got a bomb." No fucking way, this is a bomb. I wouldn't open it in that scenario.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not that crazy. But if I just saw someone leave their like backpack behind, I would have like, "Oh shit, someone lost their backpack. Let me open it and see if there's a fucking wallet."
Nah, bro. You're crazy for that, dude.
That's what I would.
You're crazy for that.
I am crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways.
What if it was just like someone who was late to their train?
Yeah, and like just forgot their bag.
Yeah.
And literally they're on their way back home on the train like, ah shit, I forgot my bag.
Or what if it was someone, the person who called in about the suspicious bag, they actually knew that it wasn't suspicious, but they were just late to their train. So they like thought it would only be delayed for a couple hours, but then they couldn't end up getting on the train.
Or like they get back home and like, yeah, I left my bag at the fucking train station by the door. They're like, oh guys, the guy just forgot his bag.
But I mean, I understand why someone would blow up OTC though, because it is like a mode of transportation that transports a lot of people throughout the day. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
true, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just feel like you could pick a better building. But we're not gonna discuss which building to pick.
Yeah.
We're not
But
going
anyway, Sears Tower, no.
Damn it! You're gonna get us removed off of YouTube. That was a joke.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
was
comedic
joke.
podcast.
Yeah.
We're not
Please
that
don't
funny,
blow up
though.
Chicago.
Please, alright.
Okay. I love my city.
Beep beep.
Try not to say.
You wanna talk about the Earth Gang album?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, that game, okay. Mr.
That gang.
Mr. Earth
That
Gang.
game was Earth Gang, bro.
Mr. Earth Gang,
Wait.
y'all did y'all fucking thing on that
Yeah.
shit. No cap, I liked Mirrorland. I fucked with Mirrorland, but I love this fucking album.
Yeah.
All right.
For all you people that don't know, Earth Gang is a little two-man group, rap, kind of more like they're from Atlanta, and they're signed to Dreamville, and they're really a lot of more people know about JID, and they're really close friends with JID. And essentially, you should really give them a listen. Besides this album that they just released, they have a lot of good shit. You know,
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. I'm gonna be honest, not for everybody. But they have more of like a psychedelic sound.
Kind of.
I would say like
a little bit.
Yeah,
but
they
like
have a
not as
different
much.
sound. They have a different sound.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Now, if you're gonna listen to, I would say I wouldn't say this is the best song off the album, but if you're just gonna give one like song off their new album is called Ghetto Gods,
Yeah.
and if you're just gonna pick one song to kind of see if you like this album or not, I would suggest Water Boys with J.I.D. and J. Cole.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
That
not
was
my.
crazy.
That's probably like my. Man, what's my favorite?
That's like a good hype song.
Yeah. All right.
Very good.
So off this album, there is 17 songs. I really
Damn,
like.
there's 17.
Yeah. I really like Ghetto Gods, Billy, Waterboy. Hold up. There's 2 skits or 2 or 3 skits.
All the skits.
There's 3
Earth
skits.
Gang has the best skits
That's
in
facts.
all the business, bro.
That's
no
right.
cap.
So there's 3 skits. So technically only 14 songs.
Yeah.
All right. I would say I really like Ghetto Gods, Billy, Water Boys, All Eyes on Me, Lie to Me, Black Pearls with Baby Tate, American Horror Story, Smoke Some, Strong Friends. So 9 out of the 14 songs I really like.
Yeah, bro.
Out of what would you say?
I would
Sameer?
agree too with
Yeah.
that. Which one didn't you say? You didn't say Amen. Did you say Amen?
I didn't say Amen.
Amen. I like Amen.
Yeah.
Amen with Music Soul Child.
Yeah.
Good song. Good soup.
Mhm.
Did you say Black Pearls?
I did say.
But you did say Black Pearls. I like Power.
Yeah.
Too.
I like Power too, but that one is
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
Yeah. Power has a CeeLo Green on it.
Yeah. And Nick Cannon.
And Nick Cannon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of shout out Nick
Yeah.
Cannon.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Earth Gang, good album. Ghetto Gods. Probably what I've been listening to the most over the last couple of weeks. The thing is that, like, you know, I haven't been listening to that much music just because I went to Las Vegas and shit like that. So honestly, I haven't really listened to anything new.
Yeah.
Besides the Lucky Day album,
I
which
want to give that a
listened
listen
today,
to. Yeah.
That was pretty good. I don't know if you guys know about Lucky Day. He's kind of big. He's kind of like, I don't know.
I feel like he's on the cusp.
He's on the
of
cusp.
almost being big.
Yeah, yeah. But he is gonna be big. I
I
feel
think
like.
so. Yeah.
He just has a good voice. you know?
Yeah.
So,
Plays good music too.
Yeah.
Not the biggest fan of him, but I know of him, and
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna give his album at least a listen to.
Yeah.
But
Shout
yeah.
out to Therese for putting me on
Yeah.
to Lucky Day. Yeah. I mean,
I feel like this is a good place to wrap up.
Yeah.
Unless you got anything you want to talk about.
I mean, I can talk about my Las Vegas trip.
Go for it.
I mean, so I went to Las Vegas last weekend for like 3 days, and I was like high and drunk for like 2 of them.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. But I don't know, bro. Like, I guess, I mean, Las Vegas is fun. But Las Vegas is just not for me, bro.
Mhm.
You know, I could only be there for like a day and then I get like tired of it. Like I was there Friday and like part of Saturday. I'm like,
Well, the thing is you were not partying, but you were like at the casinos the whole time, kind of, no?
no.
What'd you
We
do?
were kind of. I mean, a lot of the time I was like, we were like walking on this Vegas Strip. You know, we were hanging out in my cousin's room,
Mhm.
like all the dudes and stuff like that. And I mean, we were a little bit in the casino too, but that was like later in the night. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But it's just like, even then, you know, like it's just not my vibe. You
Mhm.
know, it's like I'm not really like a gambler, you
Mhm.
know, or a drinker that much either.
Mhm.
So I'm more of like a casual drinker. Like I'll have like 1 or 2 beers or something like that, or like you know, like a shot or a shot or two, and then like I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. It's just like too much going on. You know what I mean? And like for me, I don't know. I'm more simple when it comes to taking like vacations and stuff like that. I like going like trying new restaurants. You know what I mean? And like
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Is I don't like it when I go on a vacation and somebody wants to go to like a restaurant that I could go at home.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wanna, like-
I hate that shit too, bro. Yeah,
because I want to like let me try something that I can only get, or like not like the food, but like a restaurant that I can only get like here. Like,
Right.
fuck, do I want to go to Chipotle for?
Yeah, right.
Like
right.
I love Chipotle.
Yeah.
But like I'm not gonna go to another place and get Chipotle.
Yeah, I hate that shit too. Like my half brother, he was like stuck on trying to go to Chick-fil-A, bro. And I was like, I don't want to get Chick-fil-A, bro.
Yeah.
I'm only in Vegas for 3 days, you know.
Yeah.
Like I want to try something else.
Yeah, I can
Like,
get Chick-fil-A back home.
yeah,
can
you
get
know,
Chick-fil-A back home
you
too.
know, it's just like, yeah, I feel that too. You
Yeah.
know, like I spent so much money to take this trip. I want to try new things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like I'm more like an explorer.
Mhm.
Like I like going to museums and shit. You know what I mean? Or like. Or like a good park, bro.
Yeah, I
Good
fuck with
would
parks. I fuck with
hit,
parks, yeah.
A good park would hit, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Or like, I don't know, something like, you know what's something I want to try if I go on a trip? Like going to different thrift stores, bro, in different cities.
That would be fire.
That
yeah.
would be pretty cool. Cause you know,
It's
each
different.
region has different
It's
styles.
And
you
think
know?
about it, think of
Yeah.
like if you go to a thrift store around here, you're gonna get mostly like throwback, like Chicago, like
Chicago
sports things.
stuff, yeah.
So I think it'd be really
Which
cool.
is cool, but
Yeah,
you know.
but like
yeah.
you go to a different city, you're gonna get throwbacks from like their
Right.
like home like
Yeah.
team,
Yeah,
which I
yeah.
think is really cool
Yeah,
because then
yeah.
it's easier to find at like a reasonable price.
Right,
Because if you go
right.
online and want to get like throwback like other stuff,
Yeah.
it's always expensive.
Right, right. So, yeah, I mean, Vegas is cool. Fuck, I had that California weed for the first time. That shit smack.
Kachow.
That shit smack. My cousins are from California.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm going to California next month, which I'm pretty excited about because I like California. California seems cool. So, yeah. But I don't know, man. I don't know where I would want to take a trip to next.
Mhm.
You know, because I feel like this summer, like we gotta take a trip. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like this is the summer to take one. I feel like.
I know what you mean. All right, I'm not an expert in politics nor science.
Yeah.
But this is my feeling of what it comes to what the Rona situation is going to be in the future. Again, I'm not a scientist, nor do I know anything about politics or anything about anything. All right. So because in years past, it sucks that we've had multiple years of this that I
Yeah.
have references, but
Gotcha.
in years past, like okay, once it gets warm, so you remove the mask mandates. That's whatever.
Right.
Like I came to expect this, and then once it gets warmer, like you bring the mask mandate back.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that I know the coronavirus isn't gone, nor is it over, but I have a feeling that we're not gonna keep addressing it as strongly as we were, where it's gonna keep happening and it's probably still gonna be in the news. But
Yeah.
I feel like the mask mandate is done.
Maybe.
Like I think it's not gonna. I know people still wear the mask,
Yeah.
and if I'm honest, I feel weird not wearing my mask.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
That's why I still wear mine.
Yeah. But the thing is like,
Also, I live in, well, you don't live in Chicago, but I live in Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, so I just gotta, you know, make sure,
Yeah.
especially on just public transit, bro, like,
yeah,
you know?
I understand
Yeah.
that. But I'm just like it kind of. But I sometimes wear my mask and I sometimes don't. It
Yeah.
all depends what I'm feeling in that moment, or if I
Right.
just straight up forgot my mask.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? That's my theory. I have nothing to back up this theory other than I just feel like the government is just gonna give up.
Yeah.
That's my
Because I
theory.
feel like the last time this happened,
Mhm.
the mandates like weren't as strict either. You know what I mean? Like they were just like they were starting to give up. You know what I mean? Like like we got to do this shit again. You know what I mean? Like the first time, obviously, you know, it was lockdown and all that shit, which obviously those precautions they need to be taken. But then the next time it happened, and they were just like you could just do whatever, just kind of
wear a mask.
And then like even before they lifted this mask mandate, like the fucking CDC with not being exactly like strict about how many days you should be out once you do get COVID. You know what I mean? Which I feel like extended COVID much. Like I feel like we should have been where we're at right now a couple months ago, if it wasn't for like people going back to work within like 5 days. You know what I mean?
Bro, the CDC be lying to you guys, and you guys just be taking it. Because if you guys remember at the beginning of the fucking Rona, they said that masks didn't work.
Yeah.
And they said don't wear a mask. But the reason that they were doing that is so that the people in like the healthcare could get the mask.
Right. Which I understand.
I understand that, but they lied to you. So don't act like they wouldn't do that shit again. And don't act like the government doesn't lie to you all the time.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
We're gonna track that shit.
But I mean, honestly, like, if you get COVID, take the 10 days, man.
Oh,
take the 10 fucking days.
You got COVID, take that shit seriously.
Yeah.
By all, like, no, don't go shit.
Oh, it's at
5%. Oh, well, we're at 5%, so we're gonna have to. Alright, so. You already know we need a technical difficulties in every episode.
That's facts.
Alright, but what we were saying before we end this episode real quick, because technical difficulties, is take COVID seriously, protect yourself, in the words of Marshawn Lynch, protect your chicken.
Yeah, please.
Please.
Yes. Stay inside if you got COVID, okay?
That was our last episode of, not the last episode, but that was our latest episode of Long Gas No Breaks, episode 10. I got nothing else to say. Aaron Rodgers is coming back. Last year, last dance. I can't wait to get my heart broken. Anything else you got to say?
Nope.
All right, catch
Bull
up.
suck.